To me, peace means you are unshakable, that nothing can rattle you. The Passion Translation called this peace that subdues. And so, who is the peace subduing? Me. Because I'm operating in his peace, which means that I'm subduing all of the wild, crazy things in my head, my natural reaction, my tongue that's set on fire that can get me into a lot of trouble. Peace is when I'm being subdued, and that means I'm unshakable. So that means when anxiety that wants to rob us of our peace tries to come near, we've got to say, Satan, I'm not shakable. You can't hang out here. Anxiety, hit the road. What I have to physically do myself, if I feel, and I struggle with it, but if I feel that there's anxiety coming on, typically Holy Spirit tells me just take a deep breath. That typically will let my thoughts settle, so then I begin to be led. But with peace, it's just take a deep breath, and then I feel it as a blanket or a cloak that will just be set on you, to the point where I can hear Gina even saying, no one's dying, no one's bleeding, just take a deep breath and it'll be okay. When you take a deep breath, you think, is this worth me getting worked up and anxious and running around the room screaming and hollering? No. So anxious for nothing, because his peace will blanket me and surpasses all understanding. Does the God of peace that's crushing the head of Satan sound like just the cherry on top, or just something that we may optionally have? Or does it sound like he who made the heavens, the earth, he who sits in the heavens and laughs, he who formed you in your mother's womb, who knew your book that was being written before you even breathed your first breath? That God of peace says, whatever the enemy's trying to bring against you, against your family, whatever lie is trying to poke its head up, my peace crushes. Doesn't just break it, it crushes it to silence it. That is a lie, and God's peace is so powerful. That is the fruit that we operate in.